What's up guys, Squints here. So, 3 models to go until Easter. Now today we're going to be kind of doing ice and liquid kind of modelling. I'll just show you an example here. As you can see, some really nice, it's a bit overdone on this render, but some really nice effects. And it's really simple. So if you want to use the same material that I'm going to use, and I'll advise it in the description, I'm going to have a Cinema 4D link download, and just open it and you'll get this blank Cinema 4D, and you'll get some 2 textures down here. Now first of all, we're just going to create the basic shape of the kind of, I guess you call it, water or ice effect. In this render, the Lightroom is really good. That's why it comes out like this. So you're not going to get exactly the same effects as what I'm going to get in a plain Lightroom that we're going to use with no lighting at all. But we'll get the basic shape, and then you can use that for your Lightrooms to put into text and things. So once you've opened up this Lightroom, that the download is in the description, well, the materials that are in it, we're going to make it in here. So you just want to go to the first one, which are all of the shapes, click and hold and go to landscape, and now you've got this, all of these options will come up. If not, it will be in object, and you just want to click the bottom one and it will make it into a sphere. Now as you can see, that's looking quite nice already, and we've got a nice texture on there. So now we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this, so Control C and Control V, or Command if you're on Mac, and the top one we're just going to double click on each of the dots, which will make it invisible in the render and also in this view. And I just want to make this a little bit smaller, say 90%, about that, so it's just inside, so bits can still come out. Now we're going to shove on the space texture, the one that's called space, which is the white one, onto the bottom one that we made first, and we're looking good. So now we're just going to create a cloner, so MoGraph cloner, and we're just going to create a basic sphere, so shapes and sphere, and we're going to make this pretty small. If you click sphere and go into object, just change this to go for 1.8, and as you can see, that is really small. We can change that depending on how you want it. We can change that after this. Now you just want to drag the sphere onto the cloner, and when you're clicked on cloner, change the mode to object, and then you just want to drag the landscape, which we changed dots to red to, which is the one that's invisible, onto the object while you're on the cloner, like so. And you just want to go to distribution and change this to volume. Now as you can see, if we click on the cloner, there's little bits of dots inside there. Now I made a mistake here. We should kind of up the radius. Well, it's not really a mistake, I guess. It depends how you want this. So as you can see, the kind of little balls are in there. So if we just quickly render this out, all of the little balls kind of come through. And if we look back at the render, you can see all the balls like flying out of the kind of space kind of thing, the main object. Now, it depends how big you want to make this. If you want the objects actually to come out and fly around, just click on the landscape that's invisible, and you just want to increase the size like so. And you want to drag the other material, which is matte dot 49. You just want to drag that onto the sphere, and we'll render this out. And as you can see, the balls are actually flying out of this. Now, what I find best is I'll definitely use the space texture onto the main thing, but these little balls, you can kind of mess around with that. And on this render, I've actually used kind of like a matte material that has a bit of reflection, and that adds nice effect. Also, to improve, if you want to, while clicking on the cloner, if you go to MoGraph Effector Random, and simply just add in a random like that, or you can mess around with the settings, see how you like it. And yeah, that's really about it for this tutorial. You can then just apply this to your text or whatever you want it coming out of, and depending on the Lightroom, it can add some really nice effects. So that's about it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you don't have to have spheres in here either. I suppose you could switch this to maybe if you want a capsule in there. Let's make it a bit smaller, and we'll drag the capsule onto the cloner like so. And you want to make sure random is on this as well. But you get the idea, and this could look really, really nice if you actually spend the effort and make it look good. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Back again tomorrow like usual for the rest of the countdown, and have a nice day. This has been Squints, and I will see you later.